guys, welcome back to yet another Psych Engine tutorial. Now, this time around, we're going to get around to actually adding in a character. Now, the first thing you want to do is go to your actual Psych Engine folder, and then go into Export, Release, Windows, and Bin. If you don't have this, then just go back to the last video where you learn how to compile. Now, this is the simplest way to do it, which is where you don't even have to compile anything and you don't have to change any code. Now, you can accomplish this by going to the mods folder, images, and characters, and then putting in your character files. You should have a PNG and an XML. Now, the next thing you're going to want to do is open up the app. The reason you stick it into the mods folder is because if you don't compile the game and you stick it into the assets folder, the game simply won't recognize that there's any new files. But the way you can actually add in a character is, now that you're on the main menu, click 7, and it'll take you to this little editor thing here. And you want to go to the bottom and click Character Editor. Now what you want to do now is check to wherever you put in your character files. In this case, it's in the characters and right here. Now you want to take note of the file name. Go into here and then type in whatever the file name is. For this case, we're actually just using Cappy. Now click Reload Image and just get rid of all of these. You won't be needing them. Now, once you've got them all removed, you still need to keep one there or the game will crash. Now, you're going to want to type in idle. Now you want to open up your XML file and see what the idle animation name is. Here, it is Cappy Idle Dance. Now, you want to take this and type it in. It has case sensitive. You have to type in exactly as it says. Now click Add/Update. You can now remove this. Go down, and as you can see, it plays. So what you want to do now is add in your singing animations. Now it is whatever the XML file says. So you have to start by typing in sing, then whichever direction it is. It has to be all caps here. Sing notes. And there you go. It works there. Now just go and do this for all the no animations. Now, once you've done all that, you see that, well, he moves around a bit. This is where offsets come in. Now, you can change the offset by using the arrow keys. So we're going to move it up and wait till it gets in line with the idle animation. As you can see, everything is now lined up. However, there is an extra animation. This is the nya animation and the stare animation. Now here, since the nya is actually a hey animation, you want to type in hey. No caps, it doesn't need them. Now just stick it in there, and you will see it plays. The stare animation is not a standard one, so you can just type in whatever you want. And you can actually use the play animation event and charting to actually add it in. So there you go, everything's there. However, you might want icons. Now, there isn't any real way to do this, but the rule is that it needs to be 150 pixels tall and 300 pixels wide. You can just open up an existing one in the preload icons folder. You can take up whatever icon you want. Here we're just going to be using boyfriend as an example. If you have the option set a ruler 150 pixels in, this is the border. If it goes over, you'll see a bit of pixels there. What we want to do now is actually get the icons. If you don't have icons already, you can make some yourself, or you can just do what I'm doing. If you're porting something, just go and grab the icons. Now here we can go copy them. These are my icons, and just paste them in there. And as you can see, it works just like that. It doesn't go in there, and you can export it. And here we're actually going to want to stick it in your mods folder, because like I said before, it won't be recognized unless you recompile. Stick it here, and it needs to start with icon dash. And as you can see, the file is right here. So what you want to do now is go into the character tab and change the icon to whatever this is. To whatever is after icon there. And as you can see, it's right there. Now the RGB values, you can just go in here, whatever photo editor you have, and just pick the average color. Here you can see it's 122, 117, 161. Now if you just put that in there, actually it's a little weird. 122. So that's where you get the icons. Now you want to go and click Save Character. Now go into your bin directory, go to Mods, then Characters. This is the same reason it's in Mods as it is before. Name it whatever you want your character to be named, and just stick it there. But you can see he's actually a little lower than he should be, and there is a bit weird thing here, where it's a playable character. Now you actually want to uncheck that and uncheck flip X so he's where he should be. But he's still a bit low, so we're just going to move him up a bit. And now you can see he's where he should be. So now you want to resave it and go to where it is before. Now click Escape. And you can exit this menu with either Escape or Backspace. You can go into any song. For the purpose of this, we'll just be doing Spookies, because why not? And once the song is loaded up, you want to click 7. This will open up the charting state or the debug menu. Now go to where it says Opponent and choose your opponent. Here is Cappy. And if all goes well, it should open up the game with the Cappy as the opponent. And as you can see, it worked without problems. And you can see there's a hay animation working. Now, as we went through before, we know that Cappy does have a special stare animation. We will go over this and how to play it in the next video, where we will talk about charting in Psych Engine. Now, if you want your character to be in the main assets folder, well, you have to do something a bit different. What you want to do is actually go to your assets folder in the parent directory and grab all the files that we made before using the mods folder method. We have the icon, the .json file, and the both PNG and XML file. So what you want to do is go to the preload folder and drop the character.json file in here. Go back to the preload folder, go into the images, icons, and drop the icon in here. Now go into the shared images, then characters, and then drop your character files in here. So what you want to do now is open up the folder with code, then click Terminal, New Terminal. You will then want to type in Lime Test Windows. You can also do this by simply typing CMD in the bar on the top. Now you're going to want to wait. If you have compiled this before, it shouldn't take as long since you really didn't change any code. But if this is your first compiling, then it'll probably take a while. If it isn't working, then watch the previous video where we actually showed you how to compile the game. So now you just want to wait. And as you can see, it opened without problems. So if you go to your free play menu, and then go back to any random song, if you followed the directions correctly,
3, 2,
clicking 7 and choosing your opponent, he should be there. If he isn't, you probably forgot to drag and drop a file.
3, 2, 1, go!
And as you can see, it's working. Now, that's about it for this video. If you want more Psych Engine tutorials, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next one. And with that, peace out.